Hello there and welcome back to Gears Tactics on insane difficulty. We're on part 2 of Act 3, the midsection of Act 3, and we cover a lot of side missions. There's a little bit of missing footage from one of them, but we have our established strategies at this point. The commentary is particularly poor for this one. It was very hot when I was doing it, so I'm a little bit lackadaisical, I would say, but hopefully you still enjoy it and you get something out of it. So we are back with the side missions here. Side mission number 2, and it's Michaela and just a bunch of randoms, and there's a bit of, they're already kicking stuff around back there. Well, they best put an end to that. So we're going to start off moving the Vanguard up, and there's a couple of disciples already. I never like these layouts. The ones where you start back here, you've got high ground up here, however they can easily get there, get up there themselves. There's a ladder at the end, just up there. I'm busy having a look around the map here. I've got, aside from those stairs, yeah, there is a ladder there too. And we can see a Theron guard, dreaded Theron guard, and that can easily flank us. So get us into some positions. 2 down, 2 up. Not really much more we can do here. Wait and see what they do first of all. Ground guard's gonna tell them all to move. A couple of wretches and a grenadier. Oh, wretch up there as well. No Cantus though, so it's not too bad. So the priority there is the Theron guard. Thankfully he didn't take a shot. Very fortunate. So what we're going to do, we're going to go for proximity mine, and then we're going to back that up after a grenade from Michaela, or back that up with a grenade here, push him into the proximity mine, getting rid of the Theron guard. Deal with those Theron guards immediately, alright? At least on this difficulty you've got to.
Go ahead.
Back down here, we're going to give them some support, bring our Vanguard up. Just pop a little grenade over.
Throwing frag. Scratch one grub.
Down here we're just going to get a little overwatch. Keep our distance as well. And just start softening them up. So, after a double shot there, one of the shots looked like a partial hit. No, it was a full hit actually. That's pretty good. They're going to make their moves. The Grenadier has gone berserk, so he is going to charge up. It's fairly high up there.
Let's pour it on, people.
So it's probably time, potentially, to start moving back. So, everyone move back. Overwatch is set. Decent hits there. Got the cover, but you missed the soldier. Haha. Alright, and here's the horrible one. Going to swing and take a shot at Michaela, who's actually behind cover technically there. Barely. It's almost a flank, but thankfully it misses. I mean, that is unbelievable. You missed that. We'll get rid of the disciple there. This is quite an easy finish here. Let's just get rid of this grenadier. Now for all the major threats out of the way, we're just dealing with this disciple and the one down there. Pretty straightforward. Beautiful shot there. Beautiful shot. And we've got some loot down there on the right as well. So we go and open the gate. And we're now on to round 2 of this encounter. What have we got? Wretches, Sniper, Grenadier, and I believe a Theron guard as well amongst those wretches, though at this point I haven't quite spotted it yet. So of course we're going to do what we normally do, and we're going to be placing a lot of grenades. Just seal off the entrance here. Proximity mine up ahead. And we'll just get Michaela into a good shot here, so she's got a good angle to take some overwatch shots. That spot there on the right is a good one to go for. They like to duck behind that rock there. as you'll see here.
Time to ruin your day.
One of the shots hit. That was good. The snipers are taking their time, the wretches are slowly making their way up. For some reason, I move her back here, thinking, okay, we'll sneak attack you later. Very bizarre move, very, very strange move. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, to be honest with you. I then realise I'm busy thinking, oh, I've not moved my support yet, I can go ahead and plant a grenade here. I've got no way to get you out. Absolutely no way. Because we've got no actions with our support. So we can't use Empower. Absolute brain fart. Brain fart perhaps of the series, potentially. So what we can really do is cover.
On the lookout.
What we'll do with Ed, we can use 2 actions, thankfully, to get him over here. And the only thing is, we don't want to set off any of the grenades that we've planted, so the best thing we can do, really, is just grenade this wretch here. That way, none of them can reach our grenades that have been planted. Thus, maybe she'll have a chance of survival. That was a good shot there from Michaela. This guy moves down here. Overwatches. You guys are just cowering back here by the crate. And then this is when I notice, oh, there's a Theron guard there. And obviously the Theron guard's got a nice high angle shot. And there she goes. Very sorry, Catherine. So, onwards. We bring our support back up. Throw a grenade. And just get on with the overwatches. So the Pharaoh God makes our Vanguard vulnerable. Just a graze there, thankfully, but he's able to get the finish. He stands his ground very well. And now we've got another shot here, but this one is, by looks like we're going to miss. Just about, but it did take out one of our planted grenades, unfortunately. Grenadier moving in as well. Quite a lot going on here. Quite a lot going on. So we down one of them. We now need to think about how we're going to get out of this one. We're just going to really fall back is the only thing that we can safely do. So what I decide to do, on the way back out, can at least plant another grenade. Think about it, but then how are we going to get you out of there? Whatever, doesn't matter, let's just move you back here.
You got it.
That should be far enough away to keep the Pharaoh Guard at bay. This looks like a decent shot, 69%, 82% chance of a crit as well. So go ahead and pop that. Beautiful shot. Down to 630 health. Carry on taking the shot, and another crit. That keeps the Grenadier down. So I'm going to go ahead, reload and overwatch around there.
They're taking their shot.
Alright, their move. One of them helps their buddies up. Not so good for us. That guy looked like he was about to try it, but luckily we interrupt it, so the Grenadier is not back on his feet. The snipers are starting to peek around the corner now. Once again, we're just overwatching, we've brought our support back. And it's pretty much just like this. They start crawling up. We are able to take a couple of shots on them. We didn't get a crit that time, 82%. Didn't get a crit that time, also 82%. Kind of unfortunate, but we can take ultimate shots here. At least to get our actions back. Do this. Take a shot over there, we get an awful miss, 86%. Michaela is off form here. She's able to just about get the job done, simply because she's got enough actions. In other words, you could kind of say she's just getting it done by default. So the last ones are moving down. That Theron guard is still up there, busy marking us. He's gone. The snipers are moving in. They're getting in a little bit close. Gotta find a way to deal with them. This is how. That takes us down to 3 enemies. Throw a grenade up here on this one. His health is low. We then use the hunker down ability on our support. We've also got an Overwatch as well. Sniper's gonna hunker. This one down here. It's a miss. Grenade this last sniper there. That leaves us with a Disciple and a Theron guard. For some reason I've moved our Vanguard all the way up there thinking they can't shoot right over the edge. I made that mistake again. And there goes our Vanguard. Go ahead and chainsaw the last Disciple, making it a 2-on-1 scenario. Right down to the wire, this one. But then, the Theron guard makes his move. Gets over here. It's full cover. It turns out, it's just not enough. We've got to do all of that all over again, but obviously I'm not going to show you all of that. We found ourselves anyway in a fairly similar situation before. We just keep people in rather intelligent overwatches, essentially. We also get rid of the Theron guard nice and early, as you can see here. For some reason he's decided to move up, so I decide to exploit it and just use basically most of everyone's actions, taking it out, because it is the biggest threat on the map right now. You can also get quite a few of them of this one. I love grenades like this. Very good. So that takes care of the dreaded Theron guard.
Let's go.
From here, everything plays out exactly as it did before, without the loss of any gears this time, however. So Catherine survives, the other Vanguard survives. Here's the final blow. There it is. Job done. Alright, so moving on to the final side mission here. Gabe is going out with a bunch of riffraff. These are riffraff who are pretty decent, actually. A couple of new, I think there's a new one. I think Michelle's a new one here. Basically we've got a scout, a sniper, I think 2 snipers actually. He jumps right into that grenade. That's a good shot. Oh, but look at that. Michelle got hit for 525, almost killing her completely. If she didn't have certain armor, she would have not survived that at all. We swing Gabe across to do that lovely chainsaw maneuver. We're really just dealing with some basic hammer burst drones by the looks of it. So we get rid of what we can. Lovely crit there. Random pause as well. Come in here, get a nice little execution. Right back there, suddenly we see 2 grenadiers up ahead. That was a good shot. What like was that? So we've cleared out these first ones, nice and easy. We just got these 2, what appears to be just 2 grenadiers. And suddenly, 2 more appear. And we're dealing with 4 grenadiers. That's a lot of meat. So we come in here, get a quick execution. Give us some more actions. One of our snipers. Swing Joe back here to the left. By the way, the snipers are all built the same way. They have chain shots, they have ultimate shots, abilities like that, essentially. With our scout, we're going to go ahead and plant a grenade, because they're guaranteed, somebody's guaranteed to come into that one. We'll just go ahead, swing her back into full cover. Set up our overwatches, and away we go. Brilliant shots there. This guy is just gone. He takes one of them out completely. Unfortunately though, that's basically all of our overwatches. Luckily he decides not to take a shot. It probably wouldn't have hit anyway. Their aim isn't very good. They are very close. So over here we're going to take a little shot there with the pistol. Chain shot here.
Last round.
I love that chain shot. It's basically like a free shot, essentially. Another shot there to make him go berserk.
Yeah. Sniper on
Not sure
standby.
why I necessarily needed to do that. Take this one here.
I'm out.
We're just chipping away at them. Gradually chipping away.
Reloading.
Do also have grenades available if necessary. But we'll save that for the end. That's a miss there.
Focus.
Of course, we're going to have to finish these guys off with a lovely little grenade. As long as we can kill this one down here, I'm happy.
Here. Catch.
Alright, that takes the grenadier count down to 2. We've got a fantastic opportunity here to take a nice easy shot. But actually, we're going to use the precision shot there.
Okay.
And you'll see why, so that we can use our scout instead to get an execution, giving us more actions, as well as she can get up here, get nice and close, go for that finisher ability if necessary. However, it's insane difficulty. I decided to play the cautious game here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's just the best way to do it. Just, if you're not too sure, just pull back, set some overwatches. Now here, I spent so long waiting, trying to get those cooldowns, that I had a drop in here. This is the first time this has happened to me. So we deal with these guys. The Grenadier's easy, and we just have to chip away at this guy until he's finally gone. Did go through a lot of our actions, but we still had one of our snipers completely available. And this also gave us a boom shot,
Another one down.
which is good. So sometimes this can work to your advantage, as long as you think you can take on a boomer and a grenadier. And to be honest, it's not always that drop, if I'm not mistaken. I think since I've recorded this, I've only seen it happen once before. Once again, since, rather. And I think it was a different drop, so yeah. If you think you can take on a boomer, then it might be worth doing, just for that boom shot. So the grenadiers are going to come down the ladder. They're relatively easy to deal with, whilst we have a ticker train coming down the hill on the right.
Got you now.
And yeah, ticker train slowly making its way around. Really is like a train, isn't it? That grenadier just doesn't get the hint. Just stay away. What don't you get? And this is where the boom shot's useful. We can just get rid of the tickers as they make their way closer. I know we've got grenades, but at least this saves some of those.
Target down.
Grubs are on the move.
And here we're going to continue to overwatch.
Got you.
Pretty much got them. This disciple over here takes a wild shot at Michelle. Gabe gets an awesome shot there on the ticker. And that leaves us with 2 enemies. Pretty straightforward if you ask me. So we just overwatch this guy. He's gone. The guy at the back. Finished. Okay, we now move on to Act 3, Chapter 4. Finally, a story mission. And it's a scavenger run. It is indeed a scavenger run. So we get our first crate, we've got our first drop. Now Gabe's got some serious mobility. And I mean serious. He's got the +2, the armor that provides him +2, I believe it is, mobility. So that's really, really good. And what we're going to do here, this is a great way to have Sid cover some ground. Look at this. One action. That's a 3 action move, plus a kill. And he gets it for free. So we've got a ticker here that we do kind of need to deal with. The one that's all the way back there, we're actually just going to ignore it, because it's so far away, we're going to be running up. It's really not a big deal. 3 actions, not so good, but if we do it with Gabe, it's only 2 actions.
Headed out.
Very nice.
Equipment secured.
I'm busy thinking, should we kill it? Well, no point. Let's move
I
on.
don't think so, cowboy. You're still on probation. Is that right? And how long's this probation gonna last?
So our 3rd crate has been picked up. We now have our extraction point. But I'm sure we can do a little bit better than this. So let's carry on moving everybody up.
Moving!
Let's see what comes in next. Our scout is kind of lagging behind here, but we do have that sprint ability, and we've got a nice straight line for her if we need it. So we're going to drop here to the left, double sniper, disciple, and 2 tickers. The only real threat, if we're going to ignore these guys, which we are the 2 snipers, because obviously they have the longest range. So 1 action there, 2 actions here if we... well, that was a sprint, sorry. There it was, and now she's caught up. As for Gabe, we can get him all the way up here, which is pretty good. We've got Sid over there the other side.
Bring it on, grubs.
Disciple's going to catch up. The snipers are taking their sweet time, playing a little bit too defensively. And now we get our next drop, and it's a Cantus, 2 hammer burst drones, and a disciple. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down a little proximity mine just to upset them a little bit. And I'm going to move her around. I'm thinking, okay, maybe we should get this crate. Probably a good idea. Can do here. We can even overwatch as well.
Bring it on. I'm ready.
We're going to have Sid grab this one over here. Might as well.
Well now, there's a find.
Bring them up there ready for an extraction if necessary.
There it is.
Over here I'm busy thinking about what to do with these guys because we can get this last crate, possibly. So I figured, alright, let's just take some overwatches. Probably a good way to go. Could always throw a grenade as well, especially since there's a Cantus loitering about.
Throwing frag.
We end up taking all of our shots though, but it does down one of them, which is good. Does of course the Cantus a lot of aggravation. Could come in here, get an execution, but then we're probably going to end up killing Gabe in the process. And obviously, him being one of our main characters, not a very good idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for Empower, one of the scrubs, and well,
Solid copy.
you know what's going to happen.
Anyone else?
Excellent. So Overwatch is set here. Sid is trying to give a hand where he can. It's only a bit of damage, but it's something. You're probably going to heal everyone up, aren't you? Yep. Healed plus 70% defense. And that was not nice. Random Overwatch there. Ticker making its way up. And someone's dead over here.
Nice one.
Alright, we kinda need to get out of here, you know. But first we need to grab this. Well, before we do that, let's stab this guy. Pretty easy kill.
They won't like extraction point just ahead.
Plus 50% crit chance. Looks good.
Hater, got the pins. Anyone want bragging rights? Go for the other crates. Otherwise, time to hit the dusty trail.
Well, it is time to hit the dusty trail, but our scout is kind of far behind. So what we're going to do here, could go for the finisher ability, or double shots.
Do it.
Just trying to think about what's the best way to take this guy on. Well, let's just shoot him, right? We've got lots of shots here. So I'm going to go ahead, do it again, guaranteed. Cantus down.
Target
And that leaves us with just the one disciple there. Everyone looks like they're pretty much in the clear. So what we can also do as well is pop a little grenade on this guy who's just now uninterested in what's going on. Quite literally turning a blind eye to us. Sid makes his way around here, ready to make his escape. Disciple moves up here, and then, well, that Overwatch is a little bit troublesome, but it's not the worst thing. We don't have our grenade though, so we're going to attempt a 10% disabling shot, which obviously does nothing. Think, okay, what can we do here? We don't have a grenade there, but we do have our scout, which is absolutely fine because she's got the sprint ability. So we are just going to get the finisher here.
Fire in the hole!
Fantastic.
Who's next?
She can make it out anyway by the looks of it, but on the side of caution, of course. Sprint to the finish. So there we go. Chapter 4 done.
Just wanted to ring your bell. If I were out to hurt you, you'd know it.
We got ourselves a legendary vented barrel, which basically reduces our cooldowns by I think 2 turns, which is quite impressive. Yeah, look at that. Not bad, is it? And that would be something for a heavy by the looks of it. Yeah, so Hugh could have himself that, I think. And as for our handles, we've got a few things here that we could equip him with. In fact, everyone's got a bunch of equipment. Anyway, it's on to our next chapter, Chapter 5. For me, this was the most dreaded one, aside from the Chapter 8, of course.
But keep your eyes sharp for clues.
But this is a 2-gear mission. Gabe and Sid.
Grubs have torture camps all over. Doesn't mean Ukon's base.
Pretty troublesome. So we're going to start with the left pod here.
Lucas guard spotted. Light him up.
And run as far as possible. So there's going to be 3 disciples. We can kill one with the bayonet, one with the chainsaw, and the other one we're just going to have to slug it out, potentially whilst poisoned, which obviously is no good. So what we're going to do here, going to throw a little grenade, get rid of those nasty little overwatches.
Outgoing frag.
Does some damage to them both as well, so perhaps we make one of those our easy target, or our target to just chip away at. Coming here for a chainsaw. It's now a fair fight, 2 on 2.
On standby.
Sid, we're going to have flank around here. Potentially, if we get the crit there, that would be good. But instead, we're just going to set ourselves a little overwatch instead.
Scanning now. Bring it.
That guy gets an absolute beating. Now he's only got 222 health. So I think that last one up top there is the one we're going to want to use the bayonet charge on. The way we can do that. Fortunately, it cost us 2 actions.
Pot ahead. Let's crack it open.
But it's fine.
Coming through, assholes.
Very nice. Then over here,
Need a lift.
I'm going to come in with a little disabling shot. Or a grenade. It's only 75%. Not perfect. But I want to save that grenade. Sid nails the shot. And over here we can get regular shot. Or we can use that fantastic little high-powered shot, which just about does enough. Nice damage bonus there. It's 3 times the damage. For some absurd reason. Not going to complain, not going to question it. And there we go. So I'll finish this guy off, just to get the extra action for Sid, really. Also, who doesn't love the chainsaw execution? So we now welcome to the group a young scout.
You want to repay the favor? Dust off some grubs on the way out.
Well, you're going to have to, because here comes a zealot. Is that how you pronounce it? No, but there's no real way to say it. Zealot, I think. Grenadier and what was 3 wretches. And our new scout quickly makes short work of them. So this is another bit that I was really worried about, because with the zealot, they just have so much health. They're very difficult to deal with. Not too worried about the grenadier. We're going to reposition Gabe though, just to get some shots hopefully on that zealot there. Begin making quick work of him. So I anticipate the grenadier obviously running down this little avenue here. Instead though, he's going to swing around to the left and go berserk. Not quite what I was expecting. Fortunately, he doesn't move much. The zealot's going to run down here.
Time to get
Not what I was expecting. We can't even come in here and chainsaw him either. Rather unfortunate. So instead I'm looking at possibly falling back. So we pull Gabe back, set an overwatch, throw a grenadier just to get some more damage. Very random shot there from Gabe. Sometimes you should wait till the end of your turn to set these overwatches. One thing we do look at is what grenades, sorry, what Nasher shots we have here. That looks good. That's almost enough to get a kill. Very close. 80 health.
Ready.
Good enough for me.
I read
So
you.
we're going to pull you back here.
Yeah.
We just need one of those overwatches to connect. There it is. Don't even need that overwatch anymore. And over here we're just going to set an overwatch. And again, chip away at the zealot.
Been doing this a long time.
Okay, so now we've got to work on this guy.
The clock's ticking on those prisoners.
Obviously do some flanking maneuvers for some rather disappointing shots. So we're just going to set up, once again, some more overwatches, and he decides to come barreling in.
I'm empty.
Pretty brave. He gets a partial hit there from Francesca, our new scout.
Back in your hole.
But it's not really an issue. She gets her revenge.
Yep.
And we get some loot as well. Fantastic.
Okay.
Alright, so moving on to the final pod, or the second pod rather.
Waiting
Once
orders.
again, we'll be facing 3 disciples. Of course, we want to do a little bit of tanking of Sid if possible, move him up here.
Got a pod over this
I'm busy
way.
thinking there's a ladder on the left there. We can probably get a chainsaw from behind with Gabe,
I got
potentially.
this area.
So I send Sid up. We send our scout over here because she's got the grenades. And, well, she needs to be close to be effective anyway. We'll just start off with some overwatches to
Got a
soften
nice
them up.
perimeter going. Everyone, look sharp.
Nice try, asshole.
This guy comes down here. Gonna get a cheeky little flank.
Dodge one.
Have to be careful there with Gabe because he could have definitely got a hit there. Luckily, that does not trigger the overwatch. Somehow.
Stand by.
Intimidate, however,
Last call, bro.
just out of range. In fact, that ended up benefiting me because,
Picking up dirt.
or potentially, I mean, we would have been able to get out of that overwatch anyway. I don't think it would have affected us.
Through, asshole.
So yeah, anyway, Sid finishes off this guy.
Fight them.
And once again, back on the overwatches, slowly moving Gabe around to get in that sweet chainsaw.
Everyone, look sharp. Walk right in.
That went as well as we could have hoped.
Time's draining, people. Let's
So of
move.
course we're going to go up here and pop a few grenades. We do a lot of damage here. On one of them, finish him off
Going frag.
with our young scout. We've also got the empower ability if we need it. We're going to go ahead and use
Time to
teamwork.
up your game.
Basically every time she, I think, gets a kill or downs, she then gives Gabe an action.
Understood.
So the plan to here is to take this shot.
Crash one
That should
drop.
give Gabe an action, I believe, but I don't think it has. No, it has. He's back up to 2. Got the finisher ability, but she unfortunately does no damage. So we're going to send Sid up here as a kind of a target, and we can use the distraction ability as well. That's it. So that way, Sid's the one who's going to take the shot.
Yep.
That badass ability combined with the damage reduction of distraction means he ain't going to be doing much damage.
Reporting in.
And it's going to be probably a critical hit as well. Not sure why I used Empower there. Really, I should have just moved Gabe around. Because, well, that's what happened next turn.
The gory type. I like it.
So we then get out our main character, Torres.
Worry about me. I can fight.
And it's off to the extraction zone for us. We have the benefit of high ground against these 3 grenadiers and the zealot. we're now also up to a full team of 4 gears.
Just to warn you, we've been seeing some new grub types lately.
So Overwatch is set, here they come.
Walk right in.
There's one's going to go berserk. And again, just going to set up some Overwatches really. They're not quite close enough yet for me to really want to do anything. But we have spread out the Overwatches because that Zealot is going to sort of weave his way through. The Scouts down here get some nice damage on the Zealot. And these guys make their way in all clustered together. Very interesting.
Scout here.
So, what's the best way to deal with this? Well, probably a grenade to kill off the one on the left, and then we can take out the other 2 with our main characters most likely. So let's go ahead and pop that grenade.
Who's next?
We're going to sit down here. Go for the one at the back most likely.
Going now.
Look at that range. Bayonet charge is crazy. Oof.
Cold contact.
Then from here we get some, we can just take the shots with Gabe really. And give everyone an extra action as well.
Kicking up dirt. Too goddamn easy.
Beautiful. And that leaves us with this poor sod here. We also have plenty of actions to deal with him. So we're going to move around here. And we're actually just going to probably double shot it up or finisher. Like that finisher ability. 100% chance anyway. So I'm going to go ahead, get 2 attempts at that. But we only needed the 1.
Hostile down.
And that's it. We grab the loot, and we make our way out. Okay, moving on to the next set of side missions on Chapter 6. The first one is a good old scavenger run.
Time to go.
These are nice and easy. Very routine.
Could be something good.
That nimble ability gets us an action, so we can move down here, out in the open, bottom of the stairs, pop that anticipation.
Bring them on.
Yeah, you've got this. And of course, Kerry has Coltrane's legendary armour. Alright, what have we got? 3 tickers, 2 Theron guards, which is a little bit of an issue. Because the Theron guards are the only things that are really threats on something like this, aside from melee enemies. So I could use 1 ability to get up there. Figured out, we'll just use the 3 here. Action back takes us back up to 4. It's lucky that we popped Blitz this time round. Just looking at how far we've got to go here. 1 action here, or 3 actions there. The 3 actions there are looking pretty good. Don't really want to waste the sprint just yet. So instead we can just grab this, by the looks of it. That's almost 4. That's 3 full move actions to grab this. We won't get an action back obviously, because we just used that ability already. Got our way out from this point. So, the Theron guards are, like I say, a legitimate threat. They will be able to do damage from there. So we're going to have to pop Cloak. This does give us a little bit more mobility. And that gives us enough to just get round the corner of this box here. And we should be good for a turn.
Locust activity.
On the left here we get a couple of Grenadiers and a trio of Wretches. And up here, 5 Disciples. Not so cool. So, plan.
Time to go.
Take a look at my sprint options. Can we make it in 2 actions from there? Possibly.
On the move. There's the objective.
Take a quick look at it. Not quite good enough, so we are in fact going to have to just make our way back around here. And hope for the best. Probably should have just gone across as opposed to, because here I'm still a little bit close because this is what happens. Not really much more I could do. We don't have that cloak ability. Take a quick shuffle to the left. And it doesn't quite work out. So, are we going to do the sprint again? no, we shouldn't use the sprint. What we can do is use 2 actions to just about make it over here, and then hopefully sprint to the exit. Look at that. Perfect. That's what I should have done. So remember, if you do these, you don't necessarily have to use your sprint ability right away. Wait for that right moment. Okay, so here are the side missions we have left. We've got a control mission that has boomers plus 50 attack range. Clearly that's the mission we're not going to do. However, there is a 2 unit maximum incursion there. The sabotage at the top there is nice and easy, but we're going to go for that incursion right now in our second side mission. And once again, we're going to go double sniped.
Let's see how they like this.
Well, let's see indeed. We come across this group and obviously have to immediately eradicate them. Ouch! That was good. That was good. And that leaves us with 1 group left by the gate. Got a good shot there. Got the Cantus as well.
Okay.
Pesky Cantus, we know what they can do. Try and take a shot here. Lovely. Good crit. Gets rid of one wretch. Precision shot here. Gonna go for that crit. We get it. That was good.
I'm listening.
Now it's down to the young one here. Swinging around here, but he was hoping for a shot on the Cantus, but I clearly wasn't paying enough attention. That's obviously not going to happen. Instead, really just set up some overwatches. Get a shot on the Cantus. But of course he's going to do his pesky thing where he revives his fallen comrade and strengthens up some of the others. So this turn,
This'll be good.
what does it come down to? Well, we've got the nice shot there, but really this is the shot we want to take. 92% chance to crit, fast fingers. She missed the shot completely. That was the chance to crit, by the way, 92. The actual hit chance was only about 78%. I say only. Well, that's still not perfect, let's face it. 3 out of 4 times you're going to hit it, but 1 in 4 is quite significant. So we have to fall back, they come running in. Best thing we can do here is probably continue falling back a little bit. We could take a shot there, but it's kind of futile really. So instead we're just going to plant a grenade with our new sniper. Don't think we've used this guy yet. A little fall back, and we'll just leave it there. No point in setting up overwatches. There's nowhere they're really going to go. So it's lost its toughened ability, and it's definitely not tough now, it's just in pieces. Means these guys should be a little bit easier to take out. Swing over here, see if we can see the Cantus. Can't quite, but we do have some good shots at least. So I'm going to look at taking these. Get the shot, but no crit. Nail it that time. It's time to work on the other one. Pop that chain. They are both down. Gonna get rid of this guy so the Cantus doesn't get any ideas. Leaving the Cantus, most likely, on his own. Set up an overwatch here rather. He comes just to the other side of it, hiding behind the car. So it's time to get to work, and we get one hell of a crit there. And he's gone. So there we go. First part dealt with. But the fun is only just beginning. This bit gets pretty dicey, because they are just going to throw everything they've got at us. And we've got 2 snipers. They also have a few snipers themselves, which makes things... That's the thing that makes things difficult. You really can't leave your units out in the open, otherwise they could get pinned.
Awaiting orders.
But until the snipers appear, we're going to go ahead and take cover over here so that we can actually take some shots down this way. Just take some nice overwatches.
Watch it! Here they come!
So the usual cowardly Theron guard at the back. We can see a pack of tickers there. High-burst drones are going to start moving in. Michaela gets one hell of a crit there. The ability to crit in Overwatch is massive. As you can see there, that's a second crit she got. Whatever you do, make sure you pick up that ability once you start going down that crit route. Start by going number of shots with say, the chain shot ability, things like that. Then once you get the appropriate loot, you can then look to get more critical hits. And getting them in Overwatches are very useful. So we've got some tickers moving down now. The ticker train's going to be on the right hand side. That was a big shot. Snipers are starting to make their way down.
They're up to something.
So we've got a ticker coming here on the right. They are alarmingly close now. Not too worried about these guys over here. But we can see a zealot there. Just at the bottom of your screen right now. We need to address that as well. We're going to use a grenade here on the ticker, reluctantly, because that zealot, I would rather use my grenades on him, but we've got to use them for him. We've got to use them for the tickers. It's just the way it is. So again, we can still get away with a few more Overwatches because the snipers aren't quite within range yet.
Game time, people.
Hopefully, some of them run into our shots. That would be absolutely perfect.
Clubs are on the mark. That's what she said.
Good shooting there. And he's gone. Sniper shot though, that was close. So they're far away, but they can hit from there. They can hit from there. Going to be very tough while we're in full cover, don't get me wrong. But clearly, it's a little bit of a problem. So we're going to start planting some grenades out here for anything that gets a little bit too close. And then bring him back. And now we're going to step away from the doors here, because we don't want any snipers pinning us down or getting shots at us. So the zealot's going to move in now, along with the ticker on the right. The snipers are in some fairly dumb positions there, exposing themselves, so we can probably get some shots on them. Absolutely eliminate one of them. That's always good. We can grenade this ticker over here. Save that planted grenade for the zealot, if he does make his way down to us. Let's take one more shot here. Not going to go for a precision shot. We'll just take a regular shot. Probably on the sniper because they are the biggest threat. Misses unfortunately, so I'm going to just have to fall back.
Sniper reporting in.
I have a sniper, well, not much we can do because we have to reload. So here we have the zealot moving down a little bit more. Another ticker on the right. Snipers are making their way down. A couple more hammerburst drones as well. Doesn't really feel like we've cleared out that many of them at this point. Get a nice crit on him. Just to smooth out the numbers a little bit. We're looking at possibly an ultimate shot here. If we get the 42% chance crit, that would be pretty nice. But maybe we should soften him up first, just in case we don't. We can use that full blood ability, take a lot of damage off potentially. We can go chain shot. We can go chain shot here, just for the extra action. Save the first blood ability. The ultimate shot's still not quite there. Save some ammo. Just use a little pistol shot. Well, no, because it's 58%, so yeah, definitely use the sniper. That little bit of cover in the way is just reducing his chances to hit, which is unfortunate. We still have one more shot. There it is. Probably should have used first blood, really, in hindsight, because I think that would have done just about enough damage for Michaela to get the kill of ultimate shots here. So we get our actions back. Still got snipers about. Gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy so he's not revived. From here, not much we can do. The waiting game begins once again. So here he comes, hit by the grenade. Ticker's moving down the right hand side. That ticker train is still going strong.
Time to go.
What we're gonna have to do here, get right on the cusp of his range,
Okay.
and we're gonna plant another grenade. And just move back as far as possible. Over here, I don't want that ticker getting in this grenade, so we're going to have to take an 82% chance shot. Not amazing. We use First Blood. This is where we saved First Blood. Just for that moment, I guess. So I guess, in further hindsight, maybe it was better that we didn't use First Blood. Right, and now the falling back begins a little bit more. So, 405 health to go. We're nearly there.
Clubs are on the march.
Over here, not too sure what to do.
Yep.
He's right at the door. We can't even get through the door because he's essentially guarding it. But we can plant yet another grenade. So we are just going to keep doing that. We've got a bottleneck situation going here. We might as well exploit it. Go ahead, pop a little reload. And then really, we're probably just going to move across. Not worried about that ticker up there right now. Just the zealot that wants to come through the door here is the biggest threat.
They won't get past me.
Club coming at us.
And he is gone. Absolutely gone. That grenade took him out. Good and proper. We use a regular old grenade on the ticker, and we've now got 3 enemies left. Michaela gets a fantastic crit on the last sniper, leaving us with just a hammerburst drone and the Theron guard. There's the cowardly drone taken care of, and finally, the Theron guard. Might as well pop that bullseye, get that delicious crit. Bullseye gives you a plus 100% crit chance. Basically, we can finish him off. As long as we don't roll the 3% there, but it's all good.
Eliminated.
So there we go. Job done. That leaves us
Emulsion supply dead ahead.
with a nice little sabotage mission.
Look sharp.
Bit of a tricky one though, because the modifier for this one is your units essentially cannot use Overwatch. Your Overwatch shots do no damage, I believe, is the modifier, which is particularly difficult because I use Overwatch all the time, especially on insane difficulty. It is necessary. So we're going to have to really use Sid as a bit of a tank here and just hope that everyone can hit their shots. But we've got grenades and such. So hopefully that'll be enough. But we'll plant a grenade here. Nice, a good spot there for that, potentially for that ticker to run onto. And as for the rest of them, I want to set Overwatches, but there's just nothing I can really do. There's no point in taking that shot because he's just going to go berserk. The board is entirely a bare core. Unfortunately, the plus 70 defense really sucks. So there goes the ticker.
You or me, asshole.
Bunch of awkward Overwatches set up. We're going to throw a grenade here just to clip that guy at the back there. And we can send this grenadier berserk. We can use Empower to get our young scout out of there. We're going to use the dash just to make sure that she's definitely in the clear. A little bit early to be losing anyone, that is. Over here we're going to throw a grenade just to get rid of that cheeky ticker sneaking around on the right. And then Sid can come in with a fantastic little bayonet charge here.
Charging!
Fantastic.
Got 'em both.
From here we're just going to throw a grenade on the other ticker further up the ticker train. You can see the counters at the back there, but there's not a lot we can do right now. So we're just going to have to take a wild shot on this wretch, and then fall back once again.
Okay.
So some good actions there by Sid. As for our sniper, still not in an amazing position. I don't really want to move him up. I just am not entirely sure what I want to do. I mean, I guess that's worth taking. Plant, 5 health to go. Have another go. Not quite. Still, almost dead. That is one lucky little wretch, isn't it?
Bring it on, grubs!
Dodging all the bullets. Right, the disciples are going to start moving up. Well, this one here, getting a little flank. Sid's going to take a hit here, but that's okay. Very little damage. Right, Sid can get the finish here. Well, misses, point blank, but gets it the second time. Over here, this wretch here, we're going to use Disabling Shot, 54%. She just gets a partial hit. It's just enough. We can come in here for Chainsaw. Very good.
The gory type. I like it.
Over here, it's probably time to deal with this wretch as well. We're not going to do. We're going to do very zero damage. Zero damage because of the minus 75% damage, as well as the fact that they are buffered by 70%. Pretty nasty, actually. So we're going to have to take a shot here with Sid. 24 health. That's all we need to do here. Move our sniper around here. See if he can't get the shot. Gets it. That leaves us with a Disciple and a Cantus by the looks of things. And then I see a Cantus or a Zealot appear from over here, and I realise, oh gosh, it's a Cantus Zealot situation. These can be absolutely awful. Look at this, look at the little damage we're doing here. Was that worth it? It's hard to say, to be honest with you. It's very hard to say. So what we are going to do is we're going to be using power so that we can get off a little proximity mine.
Outgoing frag!
Very nice.
Bring them on.
Really, just wait for them to make their move.
Okay.
Alright, moving on now. Plan to grenade, just to cover the right hand side. Take a little disabling shot here. Just about get it. As for Sid, well, looking at getting him in the action here. So we're going to come in, give it a little bayonet charge. That's some good shot there. And now we can see our Cantus up close here. He is busy freaking out. Perhaps that we're a little bit close. We do have an action to spare once we move in, but we're going to hunker down. Just to see if he can avoid, in case he gets shot at twice. This one gets in really close, this Zealot here. And he is going to cause Sid to be dazed. He does 4 damage, but the shot itself does a lot. Because that used up his badass ability, unfortunately. This Cantus, he just decides to do nothing for some absurd reason. Thankfully, he does nothing. We're not doing a lot of damage here unless we get some crits. We have to work on the main Cantus first. Unfortunately, we missed with the hair trigger there. That would have been beautiful. Got a lovely grenade here. Sid's able to finish him off, leaving us with this one here. So we get to work on him. Get a little crit there. It's better than nothing. Take the second shot.
Orders?
Still got our sniper. We still have Gabe as well. Go ahead and heal up Sid, just in case he needs to tank a little bit more. And then I accidentally used Empower on my scout, which is not what I wanted to do. There is absolutely nothing my scout can really do from here. So I'm going to have to just basically move up here, take a little pistol shot. I believe I wanted to use Sid either to move him away or maybe on my sniper just to get some more shots off. Unfortunately, my sniper is just awful, misses that one, but he's got to hit this one surely. 269s? Yes.
Almost out.
69's just fine. Looking at precision shot there, not really so appealing. But we're going to take it anyway, 99%. And he gets the crit.
Who's next?
He gets the crit, so it was worth it after all. And there we go, we slogged our way through that first group. So with the gate now open, let's see what we're up against next. These can always be kind of horrible.
What's next?
But we're going to do our usual, we're going to plant some grenades right outside, wait for them to get just a little bit closer. So we can see a Theron guard, we've got all sorts of snipers up there, too many snipers, disciples and wretches, as well as the zealot there as well. It's a full, you know, a full militia, a little bit of everything. Even the snipers are currently keeping up with them, which is interesting. Go ahead and pop out a little proximity mine to get some early damage off.
Here we go.
And we see them making their approach to us. Ran right into that one, fella. Wretches charge in.
Try again.
So we've got Sid up there to act as bait, obviously. We can see the snipers moving down there towards the building, which is particularly awkward.
Hostile down.
One of our snipers, Darren, just Darren, he gets a fantastic shot there. Gonna go for the precision shot to try and take care of that one, and he misses that. That looked like it was a 99%, but I don't think it... No, it couldn't have been. Not if that's 45. 75. And he misses it again. Not good. Not good. Gotta say. We have Sid use a grenade just to do some damage to both of these guys. Well, kill the wretch and do damage to the other disciple. We can then use Empower to get Sid out of there. Got a lovely grenade here. They've moved up, clustered together, so Gabe can go ahead and grenade them. Lower the numbers.
Gonna reload.
Reload. Get in those overwatches after we throw a grenade. Very nice. 10 enemies remaining. Got a 52% here, only a partial hit. Now it's gone up to a 62. We go for the high power shot, just to finish him off if we connect, but it's only a partial hit again. It's one lucky little grub. Over here I figured, okay, let's see if we can just run in, take a pistol shot, get out possibly. So I'm going to go ahead, move Sid up. Take a look at his shot. 33%, just needs a partial hit. No good. Don't know why I didn't use the pistol there. Never mind.
This'll be good.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, we're going to once again plant more grenades. We can see the snipers there. Be careful. What was that? Just randomly hear an explosion. No idea what that was. Never did find out. If you know, do let me know. I'm very curious to know. We've got a sniper in a very interesting position there. Potentially flankable.
Enemies making moves.
And they're going to continue to press forward. The Zealot is going to be one of the last enemies we're dealing with here by the looks of it. Go ahead and move my sniper back. Move Gabe back.
Dropped one.
So he kind of takes his sweet time with it. We're just going to end our turn. I'll let them make their moves. Sniper unfortunately runs away. And this one's in a really awkward position. He runs into my nade. Thank you very much. The Theron guard continues to press the troops forward. Whatever troops he has left. Partial hit there on Sid, but that's nothing. We can finish him off. Over here we're looking at a very nice precision shot there. Or potentially just an ultimate shot. 77%. Well, if it hits, it crits, so... Yes. He is down. Over here. Probably want to finish him off. Don't want to get revived.
Almost out.
That takes care of one sniper at least. We can then take one more shot here.
Guns dry.
Almost gone. Finish him off with Sid. So that takes care of a couple more. We're down to 7 enemies remaining. I believe that's still about 3 snipers to go. Probably just out of visual range there. Cowardly drone sits back there. We know those snipers are just out of range. The Zealot is making his way around there. What I decide to do
Moving to position.
is have a little look. Well, look at this. Do we kill 2 of them? 1 of them? Possibly. What I decide to do is throw a little grenade up here. Probably shouldn't cluster together in a hole like that, guys. Because Sid popped Blitz, we can charge him up there to get the kills on the other 2. To my knowledge, that takes care of our snipers. I'm busy thinking there's 4 of them. There's 4 enemies left. Now we know there's a Theron guard, a Hammerburst drone, and this Zealot. Little did I know, there's 1 more sniper to go. We used the distraction ability just to focus his attention on Sid. And as for our sniper, not too much we can do here.
Brace for asshole.
Because we can't overwatch. I keep forgetting. The entire mission I just kept forgetting that I think I've even said it a few times, and then we go into an Overwatch, but we don't go into an Overwatch because we can't use Overwatches. Of course. Right, we move Sid up nice and close. Take a shot here. Only a graze.
Scout on standby.
Give our scout up here. For a little proximity mine, because he's probably going to want to run towards Sid. Does make the most sense.
Right.
Move Gabe up. Sid becomes vulnerable. They run into the grenade. Whose go is it let next? Well, until it takes his shot. We're still waiting to find out who that 4th enemy is, and the sniper's there in the building. Gets a shot on Gabe. You asshole. Anyway, I'm not going to show you doing all of that again. It's basically the same thing. So we finished that with... I think I didn't have the footage. And I think we lost a gear or 2 there. It's a shame, actually. That's just... yeah, that was the missing footage one, wasn't it? A real shame. Anyway, story mission. Our last mission of this episode. Here's the one where we take Raynor out, Raynor and Gabe out. We're going to go ahead and throw a little proximity mine here, because we're already in close proximity to them. So, grenades away.
Okay.
It's time to take the best positions that we possibly can. Very limited space to work with here. We've got a lot of things that are already pretty close to us. So we're going to swing Raynor round there to the back. We can do this in one action with the sprint ability. Just in case they get really close. We've got a shotgun on standby at least, to act as a bit of a tripwire. And we'll bring our snipers back here. And we have the beautiful Overwatch ability back, thankfully. So we're going to go ahead, take these Overwatches. Because we know where that Grenadier's going. And over here we can possibly take an Overwatch like this, just in case they do come running down. We get some pretty nice coverage. The Disciple does bite the bait, and he does get hit twice as well, so a lot of damage there done on him. There's another one, comes in the middle, and someone else replaces him at the back. One wretch gone. Distracting fire on the Zealot, I believe. Those are our Overwatches gone. He runs into the grenade, gone. And the Grenadier comes in. Getting pretty close. Decides to take a shot towards Raynor. It's a partial hit, thankfully. Not a full hit. So over here, we're going to just take a nice little pistol shot. You know how this is going to work. He's gone berserk. Nice frag grenade there to clear out that Overwatch so Gabe can come in with the chainsaw.
Changing position.
Very nice.
Hey, good kill.
Alright, it's time to start throwing grenades and doing damage to this zealot because it is the most fearsome thing now on the map. So we can begin doing a little bit of work there. But we're actually going to plant a grenade now. And I do something a little bit potentially risky. I move back here into this little cove here, which looks like it's just outside of the grenade range, but it's very hard to tell, especially on this kind of map. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit more damage on the zealots. Take it right down. Very nice. And over here we can just get a little overwatch with the shotgun. So, snipers. What are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? 56%?
Orders?
Not incredible. Take an action to move up here, we get the plus 50% damage, but we don't need it. We're just going to throw a grenade instead. That gets rid of the one potentially flanking us. Over here, probably going to pop a little chain shot or a first blood on the one at the back. But the 50% shot's not amazing, so lovely crit there though. That was good. Fast finger, 70%, worth a punt, and she nails it. Gets that free reload and an action back. Gonna go and use a chain shot. Really nice. And keep the shots going. So she's now back up to 2 actions, so we can go ahead and place a firm overwatch right in his face. Over here we can set an overwatch up this way. We've got 2 shots in the barrel, 3 actions, so we're going to get 2 shots here. We're taking him out before he reaches that grenade. And it only needed 1 shot.
Time to get to work.
So that leaves this guy up here. 75% first blood. It's a miss. So close. That second chance ability, but it doesn't matter because we've got no actions left. So instead, we're probably going to pop a little precision shot here. 50% chance to crit. Absolutely takes them out.
Okay, they're down.
Really good shooting there.
Toward the lookout.
Right, so we've opened up the gate. We've got to get our way over here to the lookout point. And this one isn't the sort of scenario where we can just sit behind the gate. We're going to have to establish ourselves a little bit here.
So, anything else I should know about this lab?
We're going to do that. We're just going to sit up in the middle here. You can see a bunch of wretches coming around. Take a few of them out.
Thinning them out.
Got some grenadiers up there as well. I believe there's 2. Oh yes. And they are all clustered together, which is absolutely fantastic. Very nice. And that one up there is far enough away so that he can't do any damage this turn. We've got an overwatch there on the left, just in case something comes round. I do believe there is a ticket train inbound. Nice, nice hit there. It was only a 69%, but we managed to make it anyway. Use fast fingers here, but I figured we'll just go for the manual reload. We're probably going to want to set up a little overwatch for anything that comes across. Alright, here we go. Some good shots there. The wretch makes its way all the way around. Unable to finish it off. Another wretch there manages to... Oh, 3rd shot. Joe only just hit that. Missed it twice. Grenadiers are making their way around. The one that's gone berserk is very far forward.
Let's make this count.
So, I've got the bullseye ability. Might want to take that. Plus 100% chance to crit. Look at that. Critical hit. 43 health. So damn close. So damn close. Move our sniper around. We don't have any ammo, but it's okay. We've got pistols. Down the grenadier. And then what we're going to do is we're going to plant a grenade here to stop the ticket train, at least for a bit. And we can free up Gabe.
Dusted.
Over here we're probably going to look at maybe throwing a grenade. But then I figured, wait a minute, Gabe's still got all of his actions. I was meant to come in here with an execution, but I ended up using the chainsaw by mistake. Don't make that mistake. That said, we do get the action back, because he does have that ability. So what we're going to have to do then is just throw a grenade on him, and luckily we're able to throw it without hitting Gabe. Gabe himself can throw his grenade onto that horrible, horrible grenadier. And we can see there's a ticker coming around this side as well, so we're going to have to, stay safe, wash your hands, and shoot the tickers. And as you see there, moving themselves up there. I don't know what they plan on doing. Can they? Do they just sort of jump down the ladders? Is that something they do? I really don't know. That one there's got 20 health. So close. So close to beating it. But we're gonna have to kick it against the wall. We're gonna have to move away because that is a little bit too close. I think it's safe to say. Throw a grenade on the one on the right. And then finally Gabe can just clip this one in the belly. There we go. We have cleared the battlefield, so that would appear to be it. We grab some loot with Gabe. With that fantastic mobility, you can just charge right ahead. And there we go, we finish with 25 reloads and 6 deaths. So let's take a look at some loot. What have we got here? What's this? The Flatliner for Reyna. When this unit kills an enemy, this unit gets plus 100% crit chance. Isn't that something? That's going to be pretty useful. Well, there you have it. I hope that was tolerable to watch. I hope you'll join me next time because we do Act 7, we have 3 more side missions, and then we take on Wukong himself. And that one is a biggie. Obviously, it's the final mission of the game, but I had a lot of trouble with it, so hopefully you'll join me for it. See you there.